Happy New Year. Hope everybody had a wonderful, blessed New Year. What a blessing it is to wake up in the morning and be healthy when you wake up. I got a piece of Texas rock. My friend went out to Texas the other day for me. His son lives out there. And I know so many people in Texas, and had this guy taught how to flint knife in Texas. He said he didn't want to fool with it no more, and he had a lot of rock, and basically gave it to me. And just so happened that my friend's son lives in the same area there, and he went and picked it up for me. Several hundred pounds, and I didn't have to go get it, but anyway, when you've been in this business this long, you know people all over the United States. And it's kind of nice knowing that you know people in different places. Don't ever know when you might be in trouble, need some help. So anyway, he got me this piece of rock here. It comes off out around Dalton, Texas, and I'm gonna work it down and use indirect percussion, see how thin I can get it using indirect percussion on it. And I hadn't got it ready for the indirect yet. I'm thinning it down right now. And what I'm doing, I've got like a square edge right there. I'm come in on this end here. Y'all heard us talk about it. If you've done any flint knifing, listened to any videos about flip-flopping. Just turn it over this way and flipping it back this way and flopping it back this way. Zigzagging is what I call it. A lot of them call it flip-flopping. And get that square edge out. This rock looks to me like my friend put a little too much heat treating on it. Pretty brittle in places. But anyway, that might not matter. We don't mess up. Hit wrong. It ain't looking bad at all there. Try to run one across here. Well, that did good. That one did good. That one did good. Well, stuff sure is waxy. I don't know if you can see how waxy it is or not, but you got a good heat treating job on it. Almost too much. I'd be willing to bet money when the heat treated this batch, he blew some of it up. Some of it got too hot. This is one of the things I'm learning on indirect is how far I want to thin it before I start indirect. And my deal is as far as I can get it, what I'm thinking. Because it's faster like this than it is using indirect. I'm always worried about speed. How long it's going to take me to make something. The faster I make it, the more money I make off of it. I'm going to come off this point, lose me a little length, but let's say it's just a playing deal. I'm not making anything in particular. I'm just working with, trying to practice my indirect, work on it. Practice makes perfect. Never been an indirect man. But it sure does work good. And I honestly think that's what they did in Texas. Most of them did in Texas was use a lot of indirect percussion because the points are so thin and the flake patterns match. Jason Newman can make some stuff using indirect. And I've got some real points I found in Texas. A lot of broken halves, piles of them. Montels and Andice and stuff like that. And his flake patterns are perfect match. That's why I feel like that's how they got them so thin. They would rough them out. Then they'd use indirect percussion on them. That spot right here I don't like. So red's running here and it's low here. I'm still trying to see if I can shoot it across. I almost did. I knew it was too low. I couldn't do it. I was hoping I could. That'd been the perfect way. If I could have got under the low part of it with my shot wave, but I didn't. I was hoping I could. But I goofed up and didn't get under it. Maybe I can go back this way and get it out. I don't know why I use this tool. My ghost tool. I got used to it on this piece, but the hollow boppers are what I use. I just use this to get the real heavy stuff thinned out, and then I drop to the hollow bopper once I get it a certain stage thin. But my caps wore out on a bunch of them, and my favorite ones, I got to replace them. So I guess I'll stick with this. If I get this one to go across here, like that, I took most of that out. Now I got a bad crack right in there. Probably from me hitting crazy or something, or weak spot in it and I hit it too hard. Who knows? I don't know. I don't care. This time I'm gonna come through here and try to take it out. Like that, look at that. Now then, what I need to do is send this point a little bit, then I can get serious with indirect. I really don't know if I need to use indirect on this thing. I got it instead. I can pressure flake it now and make whatever I want out of it. I think I'm gonna put it on one of my sail pieces, and I was trying, instead of trying to finish something, just put one of my sail piles where I sail preform, and put it on there. Look, see if I got something else that I'd rather do indirect on. Let's see. Give me a minute or two to go through my junk pile. All right, we're going indirect. Set up here for it. Shouldn't take me but a minute. I don't know which one of these dudes I want to use. I think I'm going to use this one right here. And that's my pad to put it on, keep it from busting a hole in my knee. Put a lot of shock waves in my knee that I don't have. I like to work it off top of my leg. My depth is way too long, so I'm just gonna go around here like this real quick with it and tighten it up and run it through here like this. Hopefully it'll work. Get my indirect hammers out here. I don't see my other one. It's supposed to be around here somewhere, but I don't see it. So Here it is, right up here. My glasses on. And we're ready. When I do indirect, I like to pressure flake a lot of isolated platforms when I'm doing it. Jason Newman just percussions his out, but he knows what to do. He's an expert at it. And I don't think I get mine good enough percussion. I know when I got them right for pressure flaking. That makes sense. I'm gonna try this. Nice little flake come off. Another one. It'll take me a little while to get the feel of it and how hard to hit it and the right angles and stuff like that. Across there. Another one. I don't know about this one. It's got a little overhang on it. I'm going to try to grind it out. Hit a little high and see what I can do right in there. Oh! Went all the way across. Stuck in my finger. Look at that. On the other side. I don't understand why people wear gloves. But when something like that happens, okay, I might need to wear them, but I've never wore gloves in my life doing this. I've been doing it since I guess 15, 16 years old. And gloves just don't feel right. I'm sure they've saved me some cuts, but I have been around people's gloves on and end up getting stitches right through the glove. I've had stitches. So the gloves didn't stop it. I'm sure it stops 90% of it. I ain't saying it don't stop none of it. I'm not knocking it either. I just didn't start that way, and it don't feel right using them now. If I'd have started off using them, I probably wouldn't have thought nothing about it. It's just sitting, got a hinge on this side. I always talking about working your hinge where you can put your shot waves under it. I didn't do it then. Didn't have it good enough. Sitting there talking about gloves and ain't paying no attention to what I'm doing. And so what I did, I just made my hinge worse right there. So now I got to come back and try to correct it down here by getting my flakes to run under it. I'll be hitting back this way. You see how that plate run under that hinge right there? And watch this. I'm trying to come straight this way, just a little bit. Don't want to move much. There we go. Just chip a little off. And come right up here on top. Come straight down, and the hinge is gone. I'm going to come back and raise this back up this way. I'm going to come back on, put a little convexity in it there. Convexity means, if you should not know, and don't be embarrassed if you don't, it means making it rounded. I'm going to come on this side. Put some convexity in it. Try to see what happens when I come off on this side. I did if you're wondering what happened, I did a 3-part video making knife blades for turkey leg handle knife, little knife blade. And I did the first part and put it on YouTube. And I said part 1. And I don't know how I did it. I got messed up. I couldn't transfer anything over. My phone got all messed up and I got aggravated, and I had 1,000-something things that was going over to my albums. I had to stop that. I don't know how I did that. And anyway, I deleted every bit of it except the first part. It'd been on YouTube about a day. So it didn't make sense because the rest of it was deleted, so I just pulled it off of YouTube. So if you're looking for part 2 and 3, it's not there. Maybe that'll help explain it to you. Because I have looked at people's videos doing something, and they'll say this is part 1 to 3, and I couldn't find the rest of them. Maybe that's what they did. I don't know. Anyway, I'm letting you know. I took it off, so you won't see it. I don't know why I'm telling you that, because I took it off. But if you did see it and you tried to find the part, that's what the deal was. I'm going to see what this is doing here. That's a pretty good chunk out of there. Yeah, I like that. Starting to shape up pretty good. I think I like the long antler because it's getting a little more speed on the end of it, not having to swing as no harder than what I'm swinging that other one. The other one's so short, I'm having to swing it pretty hard. The longer it is, the least amount of swing you have to put on it, because the end of it's like a bullwhip. When it gets down, it pops, like I'll try to explain to you when I get this ground here, what I'm talking about. But the short thing here, you got it right here, just everything's going straight down. This one, I got it back here, and boy, when it gets there, that's falling through. It's got a lot of weight, and it's making it go faster and follow through better. It's like you swing a bullwhip around, pop that end of it. When you stop it, that's going the fastest. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stud it. I'm going to look at it from the side like this and see there's some hairs here that need to come off. Trying to start balancing it. Sorry about this blood. If you're flint knife, it ought not to bother you. You know what? I think I got some Band-Aids. I see some super glue. Let's sit up here. Give me a Band-Aid out real quick. I'm on blood thinner, and if I don't, it's just gonna keep bleeding and bleeding and bleeding and bleeding. It's not bleeding bad, but I just don't like it dabbing everywhere. I just like a little old dab of it, but just keep doing it and doing it the rest of the day if I don't do something about it. It won't clot. The blood thinner, one of them's for my heart, but I have a genetic blood disorder. It causes your blood to clot. They only discovered it about 30 years ago and never knew about it. And it's not rare, and a lot of people have it. If you had high blood pressure when you're young, especially young people, I did. My daughter had it when she was 16 years old. Perfect specimen of health. And she had it, it's called M, like mother, MTHFR. MTHFR. Google it up. Genetic blood pressure disorder. It causes your blood to clot. A lot of women have lost babies because of when they have children, and that's why they put a lot of them on folic acid to start thinning their blood out. Some other stuff. And that's how we found out about it. My daughter got in serious trouble when she had her first baby in Atlanta. And fortunately, she was in Atlanta. No, it was Birmingham. I'm sorry, it wasn't Atlanta. I think it was in Atlanta. And I won't get it right in a minute. I got a daughter lives in Birmingham. I got one lives in Georgia. It was in Augusta, Georgia, is where she was in the hospital at. And they discovered it when she had trouble with that baby. And they told her about it and said, you got it from one of your parents as a carrier. Don't mean you get it. It could be a carrier if it's your dad, and none of you get it. But somebody in your family had to be a carrier of it. Sure enough, it was me. I got tested and I had it. It caused all kinds of problems I had coming up. I never knew what was causing them. And so once you get on the blood thinner, it's real easy to treat. It's nothing life-threatening, if you want to treat it. You'd have a stroke, that could be life-threatening, but if you treat it, it'll stop it, prevent that. Just by thinning your blood, and you take certain vitamins and folic acid and a blood thinner, and that's about it. And but also, because I have that, and I've had a heart attack, they got me on 2 of them, actually 3 of them. And I don't think nothing about it. I got a carpenter shop next door. I got table saws and band saws and everything in the world run all the time. I don't think nothing about it. I'm not going to go sit in the closet and pray I'm going to get cut. And all I do is a blood test. If you have high blood pressure, and y'all get checked for it. Next time you've seen your physical, your doctor, just say, hey, they're doing a blood test anyway, so check me for it. Check me for MTHFR. And I've had so many doctors say, I don't know what that is. And they get on the computer and say, well, how'd you know about it? Well, they're not keeping up with the homework. It hadn't been discovered that long ago. For them, they're up in their 60s, these doctors. But you take a new doctor just out of medical school, he knows all about it. But these older ones don't. Most of my doctors were old. They were my doctors I'd come up with as a child. And we're getting this joker pretty thin out here. I'm seeing some places I'd like to take a little more off, but I'm pleased with it. Y'all probably not. I don't think it's going to bother me. If y'all are not pleased with it. And I'm going to take this and see what I can do right here. I'll start going down it. It's pretty good. Pretty doggone good. Ooh. If I could ever stop grunting and breathing hard, I'd have it made. I ain't hear myself on these videos just a huffing and a puffing. When you don't have no oxygen, you can't get none. Old motor won't pump none up in there. So somebody the other day, I was about ready to change my address. They said, "You moving?" I said, "Yeah, I'm going to move to heaven." Getting ready, and got me a new address. It's going to be Trophy Lake Road next to Gold Creek Branch. I said, it's going to be a road of gold going to the creek. And the creek's going to run into Trophy Lake Road. I'm going to be able to catch all the trophy bass I want. Sitting on the gold road, having a good time. Changing my address. What I'm doing now is I'm setting the base. I should have already done that, to be honest with you, but I didn't. It's always kind of a no-no to me. I like to get my base and my point real thin. Keep it thinner than the middle of it as I work it. Start thinning my middle the last. And I did not do that here, and I don't do it a lot of times on other stuff, but I don't know why that didn't come off. I'm probably going to break it in half. Georgia, come off in. I guess I hit it hard enough. Yep. Yeah, I got that base thin. I think this will make a pretty little Dalton. Try to see if I can put my little flute channel on the other side. Some Daltons had like flute channels in the middle of them. You know, not big ones, but that's the way they thin them, just a little thin out area where they hit on them. And just like that. Do this other side a little better. Well, that was a good one. Another good one. Look at that. Wow. Another good one. That wasn't as good. That one was good. I didn't raise this edge up down here. I didn't think I'd need to, but now it's got it thin up there. It looks high here. I'm coming on down with it. Losing a lot of width doing this, but sure is evening it up good. I'm gonna go this one here, just take little bit of strokes down it. Like that. There we go. There we go. Well, that looked good. That control right there. Had the wrong angle. Wrong angle can mess you up. I got it straightened out. All right. Let's undo all this stuff, and it might take it long to undo it as it did to hook it up. We'll do some pressure flaking. There we go. Put that back over there. Get my pressure flaker and start shaping it up here. I'm going to start pressure flaking. Just trying to move the higher off so it looked kind of level going across there. I never found too many points that seemed to be concerned about it in the woodland period. They didn't care if it had a 2-inch knot in the middle of it. Got some thick old points around here. And sure enough, crude woodland period stuff. And that's going right across there like that. And I'm gonna bring it back up. And a little narrow tip on it, little thin point, real narrow going out through there. Like it's been resharpened a bunch. What I'm doing here is turning this edge over using my pressure flaker. And when I grind it, I'm going to turn it over using my grinder like that. Now we're going to come through here and try to take all the highs out on this side. Ooh, that's a piece of my hand under that pad that's sticking there. Every time I shove down, it was jabbing into my skin. We'd have some more blood. There we go. Let's do this side. We'll make we don't break it, mess it up. We'll break a little Dalton out of it. And the first person that sends me a message on my YouTube video that I sure would like to have that Dalton, I'll mail it to you free. That's that side. Now we gotta get this side to match that side. This is the home stretch. We're coming around third base, headed into home plate. Ball's coming in from the outfield. Catcher's getting ready to catch it. We gotta get it finished before he catches it. We don't want no outs on this. Okay. Now we're going to scoop this joker out in the middle here. See what we can do. One a little higher than the other right here, so we'll trim this one off. So about the same height now. You got to kind of round them out, get them in shape. Y'all never believe what I'm gonna get to do tomorrow. Well, it might not be tomorrow, might be a week or two. I got a friend whose son and his two sons that are probably in their 30s and 40s dug up two whole complete tusks of a mastodon or Woolly Mama. I don't know which one it is. Out of a creek bank, when the river got down real low, this creek got real low. They're sticking out of the bank and they're buried up in blue mud. So the blood was so mud, not blood, mud, M-U-D. And said it was so sticky and thick. They like I never got them out. It took them 2 days. Went back and just kept digging and probing and got them out. And I got pictures of them. They showed me pictures of them, and I can't wait to see them. But the problem is, about 2 hours from here, one's got them at his house, where they found them. And he doesn't live in this town, but anyway, he got them at his house. And they've already talking to Smithsonian and somebody about coming down and looking at them and identifying them, all that stuff. Anyway, I just think that's pretty neat. And I've always been interested in stuff like that myself. We've had some teeth found here in town, in St. Catherine Creek and a couple other creeks. And I have looked and looked, and I've never found anything like that, but I know like 4 different people in the town I live in here that once a time or another they got teeth that they found in the creek beds here. And that clay, I guess, preserves it pretty good. Now the tusk these guys found have cracked all the pieces. They're solid, but man, it looks like bark on a tree busted all up. See lines going every which direction on them. Pieces sticking up, about to fall off. Okay, this is indirect percussion practice is what I'm doing here. So I'm going to try to thin this thing anymore, work it down any further, because I'm giving it away. You're going to send me $30, $40, I'll make it paper thin if I can. I'll make it with paper thin and send it to you. But this one just one I just playing around indirect percussion. This little flute channel going down. Anyway, the first one that sends me a message, and they say, I sure would like to have that point, that Dalton point you made on YouTube. I will mail it to you free. Hope y'all have a blessed day.